What's up, YouTube? How we all doing? I just finished work. Just brought the truck back. That's the truck. That's what I drive. Got my jacket on. Anthony Operations, because I'm the op manager. Yeah, I'm currently riding my bike because oh, we got a flat ski potatoes. All right, we got a flat. That's not good. It wasn't flat this morning. It was not flat in the morning. Feels like it's dead completely. All right. Flat tire. Now we are definitely walking home. Might just leave this bike here. Really no point of taking it. It's about as flat as it comes. So I wasn't expecting that. Let's see, how easy is this to walk? Not really that easy. Gonna have to take the bus tomorrow. Alright, we're gonna leave it. Gonna leave the bicycle here. We'll walk home the old-fashioned way. Could make for a good video. I don't know. I hope no one popped it on me. It's probably just tire is still good. Someone probably let the air out. So, hope no one did that. But alright, so we're walking home. Today was a good day at work. Made good money. The eventful day. Definitely makes me happy I don't smoke weed no more. So we to start the day off, we had a new kid on the truck. It's like his third day, and everyone got on my truck and someone reeked of weed. So I told the kid I suspected it was to spray up, you know, to fucking spray on cologne. I'd rather them not come to work high, but I'm not trying to get into an argument with everyone. So the new kid was like, oh no, that's me who smells. So I was like, oh. I was like, all right. So you can see that store over there? Go to that store and buy cologne and spray yourself. And he goes, oh, what if I don't got money? I was like, well, then go home. It's like, either spray and don't smell or go home. So he goes, oh, all right. Leaves the truck. He goes home. So because he wanted to smoke weed, he lost out on money today. Potentially a job. I mean, the kid's a good worker, but I don't need people stoned on my truck. And a company really doesn't need a bunch of stoners doing their job, you know? We're way more productive when everyone's sober. So, that kid went home on his own fruition, decided to smoke weed, lost out on that money. Then there was 4 of us. So then we're driving, the other kid in the back. It's like, yo, I'm just gonna smoke real quick. 2 hits. So I said, no, you're not. We're not smoking, because the other trucks might smoke, and I could only control that so much. But on my truck, we're definitely not smoking, because I'm the operations manager. So people aren't supposed to be smoking on my truck, and I don't condone it. So I'm not gonna let it happen. So the kid started throwing a hissy fit, crying, panicking. Oh, I need to smoke. Oh, come on. Like, I get the jitters if I don't smoke. It's like, no, we're not smoking, it's not happening. It's like, we're gonna go to work, go home, and then you could get as high as you want. It's like, nah, gang, like, nah, that's not about that. Like, I need a burn while you're being like this. So for a good 20 minutes, I spent telling this kid that he's not smoking, which is not how I want to spend my morning. I want to be talking about fucking weed, waste my time, like in that aspect. So kid keeps begging. I'm like, come on, man. Like, I was trying to stay cordial, which I did. It's like, come on, man, you don't need to smoke. And he just kept pushing and pushing. Then he's like, all right, yeah, let's stop somewhere. We need to eat. And you're supposed to eat before you go to work, because that's wasting everyone's time if you didn't come fed. Because now we have to stop in the morning and eat. And if I already ate, like you're supposed to, then I have to stop with everyone just to feed them. So it's about 30 minutes out of my life for other people. And you shouldn't waste your life, waste it for other people. So I told him, I was like, all right, just because of that, we're gonna work straight the whole day, no eating, no nothing. And then, which I was joking, but he got really mad and upset, and it led to him saying some crazy shit. So I told him, I was like, what do you want to do? You want me to drop you off? You could go get as high as you want, or do you want to work? He's like, nah, drop me off, fuck this bullshit, I'm done. So I was like, all right, no problem. I didn't want to work with him at this point. He was being very disrespectful, and clearly he wanted to smoke more than make money. So I went to drop him off, which was 20 minutes out of my way. And then when we got to the spot, he refused to get out of the truck. He even said, like, oh, I ain't getting out without fighting. It's like, well, I'm not fighting anyone over the need to fucking smoke. It's not what I'm doing. Put your hands on me, I'll fight you. You get disrespectful, I don't really give a fuck. I'm just not gonna work you. You have to respect the people above you if you want to keep your job or move up. If not, then say whatever you want and you'll move down the totem pole. But so then we get to the spot. We spend another 20 minutes just trying to get him out of the fucking truck, and I was trying to not put my hands on him because I don't feel that's really productive. Also, I'm not trying to fight anyone for my job. If it's really that serious, I'll let you smoke in the truck. I'm not gonna be the guy who fights someone because they want to get high. So, kid refused to get out of the truck, even though he said he would. Started acting crazy. All this shit. Now the other workers are getting pissed off because he wouldn't get out, and their day is being wasted too. Now everyone's day is being wasted because they want to get high. So, looking at it now, I just see what weed does to people, and I guess what it did to me. But I don't know, I never acted like that. I always knew how to act. So we end up almost fighting, and my goal was to de-escalate the conversation, because I think it's stupid to fight over weed, and it's also not my company, so I'm not going to be fighting someone for a company that's not mine. But also, I'm not going to let someone smoke on my truck because I'm driving. It's my license that's under the scope, And it's my rule too, no smoking on my truck. Could smoke after work. You know, if I'm not smoking, you don't need to smoke. So that was that. Then on the way home, so I ended up letting the kid work with me, and you know, he behaved the whole day, besides that crazy morning that he had, acting, you know, he kind of made a fool out of himself. I didn't even need to fight him. Anyone with a clear aspect, a clear perspective on life could see the kid made a fool out of himself. So no need to fight. Then on the way home, the other kid in the truck, the helper, these helpers have problems. He was begging to smoke, begging, not even like freaking out. And I said no. No, we're not smoking. Once I drop you off, you could get as high as you want. You're as high as a kite. I don't really care. But you're not smoking on my truck. All this good shit. And yeah, he was panicking, saying he needs it. He gets anxiety. Da-da-da-da. But you're only acting that way because you're addicted to it. You know, you didn't need it when you didn't smoke it. But being now you're heavily dependent on it, now you need it. Now you're an addict. So the kid was begging to get high. Told him no, told me how to wait. He's freaking out. He has a medical card. He's saying that at 2 p.m. every day he has to smoke weed, which is crazy. I do know that, like, when I smoked a lot, I used to get agitated if I wasn't high. But I'm taking all this as a lesson that even if I acted a little bit like them, I'm sorry if I ever acted that way, because that's a crazy way to fucking act. Freaking out. The one kid fucking who fucking wouldn't get out of the truck. I mean, he should lose his job. And I kind of had mercy on him, because I could have left without him. But the kid was begging to work. We were out of the truck talking about it, and I could have just got back in the truck and drove off. But he's also the type of kid who's probably will throw a punch at me. Not like he's gonna win, but he's gonna start a fight. And I'm not trying to start fights. I'm trying to avoid fights or not cause them. And yeah, crazy, man. If the kid would have touched me though, different story, but he never put his hands on me. Just acted like a fool. So I guess the real moral, if you're still listening, is don't be addicted to weed, because you're gonna make a fool out of yourself eventually, and your addiction will take over, and you won't be able to think straight anymore, and you're just gonna say whatever you need to say to get high, which definitely happens. I know I used to say crazy shit, not necessarily get high, but you just think different when you're addicted to something. You don't think clearly. So don't be addicted to weed. If you are, it affects you in many ways. It affects your mental health, your physical health, everything. Even if it affects your job. All three of those kids honestly shouldn't work here anymore. If you're gonna act like that for fucking weed, you clearly have no control over yourself. And I would much rather work with 5 sober people who can control their urges, or probably don't even have urges, and the day will go much smoother. Because with these kids who smoke weed, I gotta take time out of my day to cater their needs. Fuck that shit. I don't give a fuck about catering their needs. You know, their addiction is making my day more difficult. And I'm sure when I was smoking and being an addict, I made people's day more difficult too, having them wait on me, just have to get high, being late to things, crazy shit. So yeah, that's 3 people. So 3 of the 5 all got under my skin today, and all are addicts because they all said they had to smoke, which is crazy. Even when I was smoking, I never feel like I had to smoke, but I wanted to smoke. But I guess I also had to smoke because you become dependent on it. So if you want to act what you think is normal, you're gonna have to get high. But yeah, I got about a 2-mile walk home. My fucking bike has a pop tire. It sucks, but it is what it is. The walk is good. I'll enjoy walking and talking. But that's it for today. Besides all that, today was a good day. I tried not to let them really get under my skin and affect my day too much, but they definitely accomplished that. I had 3 people today, all begging to get high. Begging, not even begging, bitching, complaining, freaking out. Don't be that person. Be a better version of yourself. Be a better version of yourself. You don't need to fucking be high all the time. But alright guys, thank you for watching. If you're still here, like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Peace.